Hello, I am your friend, Haley Crusher Kane, and I am about to go to a craft store to purchase fabric that I will use to make my super duper authentic Princess Leia costume. I'm going to be the Princess Leia who is chained up by Jabba the Hutt. However, I am not subjugated. I'm actually the princess who has just been freed from the chains and is going to free all the other slaves. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because this costume that I will be wearing for our immersive Star Wars event that we are playing on this Friday in Detroit, this costume is doable for me and it's cute. And I was not about to be my other option, which was sexy Jar Jar Binks. I decided, that would be really great and really funny, but I might just get myself kicked out of the event. Also, Dr. Kane said he wanted to show up in Star Trek apparel, which I'm fairly certain would get him kicked out. So, TBD to see how these costumes turn out. Last I saw Dr. Kane when we were on tour this last weekend. We had a little mini tour. He popped into a Goodwill in Indiana before our show at Punk Rock Night in Indianapolis. And he just popped into a Goodwill while we were all kind of chilling in the van and came back with 2 giant plastic bags full of beige things. Because if you look at what people are wearing in Star Wars, it's a shocking amount of earth tones and beige. Hence why I'm wearing one of the only metallic outfits you can wear, because there's not a lot of metallics. It's not a Barbarella universe. It's not a 60s Logan's Run universe. There's no cute mod outfits happening. It's like basically Renaissance clothing in space. So I foresee a lot of hoods. I think people are going to wear a lot of hoods. But I will be feeling very happy in my metallic, very skanky outfit, which, you know what? I'm flaunt it while you got it, right? I'm almost 40. I'm going to wear the 2-piece until I can no longer wear the 2-piece. Or no longer want to wear the 2-piece, because I will wear the 2-piece as long as I want to, damn it. I don't really want to talk about the shows because they were cool, but I'm like over band talk. Let's do some life talk. Homer Simpson says that alcohol, or beer rather, Duff beer, is the cause of and the solution to all of life's problems. And I would like to posit that people are the cause and solution to life's problems. And it's really quite funny when you start to realize that, yes, it is people. It is people that ruin everything. And yes, it is people that solve everything. The key to life, as I know it today on this Tuesday, April 28th, 6th? I'm not sure, 28th, 2026, is, you need to know when to GTFO, get the fuck out of being around people, and when to usher your people into your life. You need to know when to reach out and when to take time to reflect internally. And really, it's that dance and that balance. And I think people are caught in between that balance and sometimes either feel this sense that they need to be around people 24/7 or have to process with people and talk, when really what you need is a good, solitary walk just by yourself. Speaking of this last little mini tour up to Indy and Louisville, Kentucky, there were several times on this 2-day thing that one of my bandmates would just want to saunter off into the sunset by themselves. And it's really not a rejection of the group. It's like you have to know when to hold them. You have to know when to fold them. If you're going to be around people and you're going to fucking lose it, you got to walk away, And I'm not saying that happened because it really wasn't like that kind of thing. But that's just an example of knowing when you're getting cranky, having a snack, having a nap, walking away when you need to, knowing when you need to go to a support group and just hear everyone's stories, knowing when you need to reach out to your friends, knowing when you need to remember how many friends you have. I think having, some people have goldfish brain and some people don't. And I think I am one of those people. I think it's the ADHD. You don't have that permanence. You have no, what is it called? Object permanence, where when people are out of mind or out of sight, they kind of vanish from your mind, not from your heart, but from your mind. And you kind of forget, or like you forget all the cool shit you did, or you forget all the fun stuff that you've done and accomplishments and, people that love you. And like, it's easy to forget at times, or just kind of like not have them top of mind. And I think for me, having like those moments of remembering, oh my gosh, there's so many people that I can't wait to see this season in the summer and the spring. Like, I guess we're coming up on, it's spring. Spring is a time to like just get out, have parties, have dinners. Really excited to go on my Babes on Bikes all-female bike ride on Thursday. The city of Detroit is waking up and becoming very social, and it's a beautiful thing. And after a long winter, people need people reaching out, touching me, touching you, right? So it's just important to remember that. And if you feel like you need people, get off of your couch and go out to A, your local library, B, your local comic book store, C, your local record store. Get out and try some new activities. I'm going to try to do something new this year, even though I always am joining all these crazy groups. I want to maybe join another different group that I haven't joined before and see what's out there in Detroit. Make those moves. You need to reach out and to hear other people's stories and to be seen and to see others. And a lot of that is what happens when we go to concerts. I think we are seen in the audience, communing together, having similar feelings over similar songs and lyrics. And that is really contagious and really beautiful when the whole room is feeling something all at the same time. And that is so validating for people. It's so magical. And I know this as an audience member. On stage, I was thinking about what John Mayer said recently on the internet. Maybe it wasn't recent, but he's like, well, you have to always give a good show, but you don't always have a good show. Meaning, as a performer, your job is to give a good show, and that's like what you want to do. You're giving to the audience. That's your job. That's the contractual obligation, is you're going to go up there and you're going to give them a good show. But how often are you going to have a good show? For musicians and performers, that really depends on a number of factors that are both internal and external. And you want to have as many good shows as you can, but really it's about giving the good show and then having good shows as you can. And I have a lot of good shows. I definitely have a lot of good shows, but I also have a lot of not so great shows too. Although I'm still trying to give my best every time. But there's something really magical that happens when the whole audience is like in this trance, singing these words, feeling these feelings, that it just has to be a metaphor for, being seen, seeing and being seen, being part of this human pack, like a dog pack, and like looking around, and that camaraderie is just absolutely something that humans need. Now, I don't think you have to go to a concert to get this feeling. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of ways to find yourself in a crowd. And I think it's very healthy, just like it's very healthy to get away from the crowd and to like take that time to just be your individual self. But yeah, whatever it is you need this week, whether it is GTFO or if it is to be in communion with people, break bread with people, share your sorrows with people, celebrate your friends' wins, rooting people on, giving that hug, whatever it is. That sounds corny, but I hope that you find that this week. And don't forget, usually the answer is the simplest. It's the simplest answer and the most infuriating answer, which is that it's people. It's always people. That's all I have for you this week. I will talk to you next week. Until next time, sparkle hard, and may the force be with you.